pot.
No! Our hero is a little man who sees not his part in the cavalcade of history. In proud by selling dogs and drinking beer, and if you should chance upon him here, he'll tell you plain and simple.
I'm Svejk.
And tell you what he'd like to drink. From me no more. Ladies and gentlemen, the good soldier Svejk and his fortunes in the war.
Before the war.
Ferdinand the chemist, Mrs. Palovich, or Ferdinand the dog shit collector?
The Archduke Francie Ferdinand. One Volga Popovitsky, Mr. Svejk.
I'm calling you a big gold woman. The next fellow should mind her own business.
Tick-tock. Say it.
That's it then, isn't it?
Tock.
What's what, Mr. Svejk?
Evening, Mr. Bridgenetter, the usual.
What's what, Mr. Svejk?
That's the start of it, Mr. Breschneider.
One Velko Popovitsky with Mr. Bridgenetter, woman.
It was probably the Turks because of Bosnia-Herzegovina, and the Germans, they are bound to stick up for the Turks. The Russians hate the Turks, so they'll be for us. And as for the French, after 1871, they'll be for us too. Though the Kaiser and the King of England are cousins, and blood is thicker than
Like
water.
they say, Mr. Svejk, little pigs. Drink your beer, please.
Right you are, Mr. Palovich.
You seem very sure, Mr. Svejk.
It stands to reason. I once knew this gamekeeper in Zliv, and some poachers shot him. Bang! Left a wife and 2 kids. What could she do but marry another gamekeeper? But didn't that gamekeeper go and get himself shot too? So she married a third, and same again. Poor woman had 6 children by now, and sensed that she was not destined to find marital bliss with a gamekeeper. So she plumped for this pond attendant from Razich. Didn't he fall in drink and drown? So finally she took up with this pig gelder from Vodny, who one night knocked her dead with his castrating equipment. At his trial, that pig gelder bit the judge's nose and said some very unflattering things about Emperor Franz Joseph. They hung him out to dry. So, if His Majesty won't stand for that, from a castrator of pigs from Vodny, he's not going to let a Turk go around bumping off his nearest and dearest.
What
Sort of things, Mr. Svejk?
What sort of what things, Mr. Breschneider?
Well, what sort of unflattering things did this pig elder say, Mr. Svejk?
Well, I can't remember exactly, Mr. Breschneider, sir.
Who's for Velko Popovitsky?
I don't mind
the
him.
bloody Velko Popovitsky! What did this pig elder say, Mr. Svejk?
I can't remember exactly,
Well,
Mr.
then tell me
Breschneider.
round quietly, Mr.
I'm sorry,
Svejk.
Mr. Breschneider.
Well, then tell me the gist, Mr. Svejk.
I'm sorry, Mr. Breschneider. Even the gist eludes me.
Drink your beer!
Courage! Didn't you once have the picture of the Emperor on your wall?
I did, Mr. Bridgenetter,
Ah.
but I had to take it down. The flies used to shit in it, something wrong.
Tink. Little pigs with big ears, eh?
A state of
Sitting down all uninvited like, nah, I says. So you're not even interested, he says. Nah, I says. Well, you should be, he says. I ain't interested in nothing, I says. I'm a completely disinterested man. You're not even interested in the murder in Sarajevo, he says. Nah, I says. Well, you should be, he says. I'm not, he says. If somebody wants to get themselves knocked off, that's their own bloody fault.
I'm counting those flies. I mind my own business, that's what I do. I sell my beer, I mind my own business, the foxy bastard.
Let me go! Let me go, I'm innocent!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And look what they did to him.
As if it mattered.
Oh, God, let me go. I'm a stationer.
I'm completely disinterested. That's no excuse for what happened to me.
What are the police there for if not to punish us when we speak out of turn? I mean, if archdukes are getting shot, these are dangerous times. We can't be trusted to trust ourselves. Someone must maintain law and order.
But I'm innocent. I demand justice.
The woman imputed him, and she was once sentenced for strangling her newborn twins. Although both she and the midwife swore she'd only given birth to one baby girl, which she freely admitted she'd suffocated without any trouble, and she was still hung for double murder. Me? But some of these men have been waiting much longer to take our stationer.
What, stationer? What would a stationer be doing in a place like this? Stationery is a respectable profession.
Take that idiotic look off your face.
I can't. I was discharged from national service for stupidity, and specially first certified by an official commission as an idiot. I'm an official idiot.
Did you hear that? I heard that. He's trying to be clever with us. You shouldn't try and be clever with us.
You see, I couldn't be clever with you if I wanted to.
No, he's taking the piss. He thinks he's clever. We should teach him not to take the piss. Teach him not to be so clever. Smell this, you scum.
Thank you, sir.
So, what did you smell in the sergeant's piss, scum?
The boneyard.
Good. Now, you admit your crimes as detailed by secret detective Brad Schneider?
I admit everything. We've got to be strict. Without strictness, where would we be? When I was doing my national service, they
You
always told
shut your ugly mouth, scum! Make him shut his ugly mouth, Sergeant! Right you are, Sergeant. Now, are you willing to sign this confession?
You say so.
I do! We do.
Right, you are. Yours faithfully, Joseph Svejk.
No, Sergeant. It's almost no fun anymore.
I'm sorry.
You shut it! You upset the Sergeant enough! Thank you, Sergeant. You'll be taken to the district court for sentencing at 6 tomorrow morning. Anything to say? Scum!
6 o'clock in the morning is really early. Can I have an alarm clock?
He's doing it again, Sergeant! He mustn't be able to smell too well. Let's teach him. Let's clear his nasal passage, Sergeant. Smell this. And this.
Oh, Miss Transfusion! At the darkest hour of night, when all the world is sleeping tight, my love whispers in my ear, 'tis time to put off all your fear. Hold me, hold me.
Do you feel all right, Mr. Svejk?
Now that you mention it, Your Honor, my rheumatism's been at me again.
Well, Mr. Svejk, for a man with rheumatism, you've certainly been busy.
I do my best to keep body and soul together. I sell dogs. Palms, pinchers, you name it.
Is that so?
There's nothing you couldn't tell me about them. I pick up mongrels and strays and all sorts of goulash bastards, and then I paint their hair with silver nitrate, and if the animal's old, I give it a shot of arsenic so that it'll get some strength back, and then I clean its teeth with sandpaper, and if it's really, really old, before I hand it over to the new owner, I give it a shot of Slivovich so it jumps around like a new puppy.
And in between business commitments, you managed to assassinate His Royal Highness Franz Ferdinand.
If that's what it says, I will not deny it.
Did they bring any pressure to bear on you at the police headquarters?
Of course not. We must cooperate with our police force, or what kind of state would we be in?
Perhaps you need a little rest?
Now that you mention it, Your Honor, I do feel kind of tired. I'm having to use my room as a kennel at present, and this German Shepherd, it used to be a collie mongrel, it's kept me up half the night trying it on with this poodle. It's some kind of terrier palm crossbreed I've been preparing for this blind woman from Bratsch, Your Honor. Your Honor?
The undersigned medical experts declare the complete mental decrepitude of Joshua Svejk.
And the angel of the Lord declared unto Mary,
And she grew fat by the Holy Spirit.
In my later years, I will always recall with great fondness my days at the lunatic asylum. There is liberty not even socialists have dreamt of. You can be the King of England, or the Tsar, or even our own Emperor. One man is both St. Cyril and St. Methodius, and thereby gets double portions of dinner. And as for your behavior, you can kick, and you can crawl, and you can fight, and you can yell, and you just run around and bark like a mad dog for all your work. And no one will tell you to shut up, or that you should be ashamed of yourself, or that that's no proper way to behave. And they wash you, and scrub you, and trim your nails, so you're as pink and rosy as the day you were born.
So, little man, who are you?
I'm Svejk, Your Imperial Majesty, Franz Joseph, sir.
Svejk? Svejk? But what is a Svejk?
Me, Your Majesty.
But is it anything?
I'm not sure, Your Majesty. I've never really amounted to much.
Well, little man, you should know that to be in here, you have to be someone. Anyone who's anyone is here. And if you're not anyone, you're no one. There's no place being in a place like this.
But I like it here, Your Majesty.
Then you'll have to do better than this Svejk character.
I'll try. Ave Maria!
You won't last long.
Name?
Svejk?
What?
Svejk?
Come on, you don't expect me to fall for that. How can you possibly believe you were this Svejk character?
My mother was Mrs. Svejk, and my father was Mrs. Svejk. I would not wish to insult their memory by denying their part in my existence.
Well then, Mr. Svejk, could you please tell me where the radium is heavier than lead?
Yes, because I can lift a lead pencil quite easily, but I've never managed to lift a radium one.
Do you believe in the end of the world?
I believe the world is round, so it can have no end.
I'm sorry to say. Do you feel?
I know. I've never been much good at anything.
You have no delusions, and your answers are stupid enough as to have a grain of sense to them. I must discharge you.
Why? But I like it here. How can you discharge me?
I'm a doctor. You are completely sane.
But I'm an idiot.
Prove it.
Prove you're a doctor.
You see? Far too sensible reply. Please have this man removed.
I was having such a nice time.
This isn't a holiday resort. This is madness. Now, all of you, get back to what you were doing.
For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given.
and the door closed on the episode.
But you can't discharge me. I haven't had my dinner. I haven't had my dinner. I want my dinner. Let me my dinner.
You again, you scum! He's causing a disturbance again, Sergeant. Kicking up a rumpus at the puzzle factory. Teach him not to kick up a rumpus at the puzzle factory, Sergeant. Have you not had a good enough smell of my fist yet? It's the pet for you, baby.
Oh. Mr. Pavlovich? Is that you? It's me, Svejk. I'm back again.
You cunt.
Yeah, it's me. How have you been?
How do you think, you stupid bastard? 10 years they've given me, but all because I told the judge I didn't give an emperor's flying toss about politics. All I ever wanted to do was sell beer.
Well, don't worry. It'll all blow over in a couple of weeks. And while we're waiting for it to blow over, we can just carry on like it's not happening. You don't want to get excessively upset or worked up about what you can't control. This reminds me of a time at the asylum when the Pope used to teach us to play games in the exercise yard, and at break time we'd all decide on a number, like say 13 for example, and then we'd all shout it at the top of our voices,
13! 13! 13!
and passers-by would get curious and say to themselves, I wonder what's going on in there that everybody's shouting 13. There was this hole in the wall, and the passers-by couldn't resist having a look, and quick as a flash the Pope would poke them in the eye with the staff of St. Peter. There's really some piping from the bog. And then we'd all shout,
14! 14!
It's just like that. Let's start to look. It's like old times, isn't it? At your bar, Mr. Pavlovich's, before it all began. 6 o'clock.
If you ever get back there, tell my wife she's a stupid cow. And if this stinking mess has an upside, it's that I won't have to put up with her anymore.
Yes, Mr. Pavlovich, I'll try and remember.
Give us your belt, you poxy whore's cunt.
Sure, Mr. Pavlovich. Just don't be too long because it's quite damp in this pit and my rheumatism's been acting up again. Mr. Pavlovich? Mr. Pavlovich?
Do you feel all right, Mr. Svejk?
Yes, Your Honor.
What brings you here again?
I appear to be trapped in a vicious circle.
We must have you taken home. I will arrange for you to be accompanied, so that you can break the circle of crime once and for all.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. What's that noise, Your Honor?
And the truth marched out across Europe. Tomorrow would obliterate the plans of today.
Just as I predicted.
All over Europe, the lights
Simple desires.
I'm back again, Mrs. Pavlovich. It's me, Svejk.
All I want to do is help you.
Well, don't worry. It'll all be over by Christmas. One Vodka Popovitsky, please.
Oh, yes, of course. One Vodka Popovitsky. Oh, yes. This arrived for you when you were away last week.
I'm going to war. I'm going to war.
You. But what about the rheumatism in your leg?
Well, I mean, apart from that, I'm completely sound cannon fodder. I'll go to war in a bath chair if necessary. Yeah, a bath chair. My fatherland needs me. Fetch me a bath chair, Mrs. Pavlovich, and one Vodka Popovitsky for the road. To Belgrade!
To the witness crowds at the door of man through his shoulder, join the parade with a sword aloft and God on the side, he's firm man of battle pride. With God on the side and cast in the cartridge, we dance in the night with a village target. Dance the man, go step in the park, it's funny old life, this soldier lark.
A crippled patriotism. Yesterday evening, the passers-by in the streets of Prague were witness to an extraordinary display of loyalty to the cause of His Majesty Franz Joseph.
Long live Franz Joseph!
Enough of that! I can see right through you, you malingering toe rag. I am Lieutenant Doob. You don't know me yet, but if you step out of line, you'll get to know me all right. Well then, Corporal, what's his problem?
Permission to report, sir! Certified as unfit for service on the grounds of idiocy, Lieutenant Duke, sir!
A likely bloody story.
And mission to report. I've got rheumatism too, sir.
Rheumatism, idiocy. You know it'll be a bloody miracle if we don't get the better of you. The army gets the better of everybody. The army is the iron fist in the velvet glove of His Majesty's rule, which is the jack boot which will crush all opposition like a hammer. Do I make myself clear? Svejk?
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Duke, sir. I want to die for His Imperial Majesty.
A
Franz Joseph.
likely bloody story. I'd like to know what the hell it is you think you're thinking.
Mission report, sir. I don't think.
What do you mean you don't think?
Mission report, sir. When I was doing my national service, there was this captain, and he used to say, a soldier mustn't think for himself. A soldier must let his superiors think for him. As soon as a soldier starts to think, he's no longer a soldier, but a stinking civilian.
Shut your face! Shut your ugly face, you hear me? I can see right through you. You're no imbecile, but a sly little little fox. You malingering bastard. Did he have the pants with him?
But, sir, he's an official idiot.
I beg your pardon. Permission to report, Lieutenant Duke, sir. We shouldn't have idiots in the army, sir, surely. That will teach you to speak out of turn, Corporal. And let that be a lesson to the rest of you.
Is everything all right here, Lieutenant Duke? I heard gunfire.
Just administering a little basic training, Lieutenant Lukash.
I see, but the corporal.
Cramps. Any complaints there, Corporal? See? No complaints.
And you, soldier?
Prison report, sir. I am completely satisfied.
Yes, well then, I'll be off.
Austria, my fatherland, your banners raise up high. Your territories we will defend, for you will gladly die.
Oh, you malingering bastards. What does life look like with a double enema up your arse?
We are completely satisfied, Doctor, sir!
Glad to hear it. Back to work then.
Sir, this week, he didn't last long.
We all must do our bit for the war effort. We should count ourselves lucky. When I was doing my national service, they used to tie us together and hang us in a big hole. I was once tied to a guy with smallpox.
So what's your excuse?
Rheumatism.
Ha! You won't last long.
Rheumatism. You won't last long.
I've lost half my stomach and 5 limbs. Nobody believes me.
I got cancer of the brain.
I had a midwife in Varsity to dislocate my leg for 20 crowns.
What's his story?
Epilepsy.
He won't last long either. The foaming. Never pick an illness that involves foaming.
They had a stroke victim up and off to the front after only 2 animals.
He didn't last long.
At least it's Sunday.
What happens on Sunday?
Run, you lousy stinking shower and cowardly putrescence! Dominus vobiscum! Now pull up your pants, you shit buckets! You're in the temple of the Lord, not a pissoir! Right, let's start with a bloody song. I love her like the light of day. I love her like the light of day. I love so pure and uncontrary. I love so pure and uncontrary. She watches me, she likes my way. She watches me, she likes my way. She's the Blessed Virgin Mary. She's the Blessed Virgin Mary. Truth. If in fact there is any truth to be seen, you see it through a dark glass, the spirit glass. You know, I should pray for your damned souls that our Savior might wash away your sins with his eternal love and all that. But that's where you're wrong. Because I couldn't give a shit about a cruel bastard cunt such as you lot. Any complaints for that?
Police report, Captain Death! We have no complaints! We are completely satisfied!
Even God's goodness has its limits. He is merciful, but only to decent people, not to cowardly heathen scum like yourselves. You don't know your prayers. You think going to church is about having a bit of a laugh. What is that? Who's sniveling?
Mr. Report, it's me, sir.
Right. Well, stop it.
Yes,
I
sir.
can't stand to see a grown man snivel. And the rest of you. Take example from this bastard. At least one of you wants to become a better man. Right, well, we're going this vobiscum. Now I'm trading it. Bugger off. Except you. Yes, you little shit. What do you mean by taking the piss?
Prison report, I was not taking the piss, sir.
Jesus, you weren't being genuine, were you?
Prison report, I was not being genuine either.
Then you were taking the piss.
Prison report, sir. I was putting it on, right? But only because I felt your sermon needed a reformed sinner, and since when no one volunteered, I thought I'd take it upon myself. You seem to be despairing a little of humanity's ability to reform itself.
I'm beginning to warm to you.
Thank you, sir.
Can you make a good grog?
Oh, the best. I once knew this journalist called Hashek, and he wrote for the Animal News, and he gave me his recipe for grog.
But no, sir! Hashek's personal recipe for the making of good grog. Boil half a litre of water, 3 allspice corns, 8 peppercorns, 10 cloves, a cinnamon stick, grated lemon rind. Add a pound of sugar. After boiling, add 6 pints of white wine and 2 pints of cognac. Bring near boiling point again. Remove pot to table, light vapors, quench flames, then drink. And if someone tells you to add vanilla, give them one in the face.
You, you footnoting bastard! Bugger off! And you, I'll have a word with whoever's in charge of this stinking mess. Here, put on this uniform. That little performance of yours has potential. Together we will lead the lost sheep into the fields of Elysium like lambs of God to the slaughter.
Yes, sir, Chaplain Cat, sir. I will serve you to my dying breath.
You! I demand you take me to Rome, you cunt.
Piss off, Padre. You spewed all over Madrosky Tuesday
Listen,
night.
you ignoramus. I'm not without influence, you know. I'll see to it that you lose your
I'm
life.
sorry. Here's a crown. Could you just take us home?
Right, for once that piss right doesn't spew. That's all I'm saying.
Mission report, Chaplain Cats. This is the 6th time this week.
Who are you, anyhow?
I'm your Batman, Your Reverence. I've come to take you home.
I haven't got a Batman, and I have no reverence. I'm a dog. You! Let me go. I don't know you. I've been with the Archbishop. The Vatican's interested in me. Help! Kiss me!
He's my brother. I've been at the front, and he thought I was dead. He's so happy to see me. He got
I do not give a fag about shuffle who he is. Just watch him right.
Whosoever of you is dead must report to the Army Corps headquarters within 3 days, so that your corpse may be sprinkled with holy water. Thank you. I needed that. You know, once there was a drummer in Budajovica. He got married. A year later, he died. Isn't that a good story? I'm all alone in this world. Mommy, I'm a dog. Moo! Give me one in the eyes.
Is that an order?
Yes! Thank you. Thank you.
We're home. We're home.
Thank you. You are my savior. I love you. Don't ever leave me.
No,
Truly an angel of mercy.
no, sir.
Royal flush.
Sweet fuck all, right?
Sorry.
Spike, what have I done? I've lost you. Curse me. Beat me. Do anything. I'll take it. Just don't look at me like that, like an innocent child. I can't bear it. Give me one in the eye. Both eyes. Anything. But take that look off your face.
But permission report, sir. How much am I worth?
100 crowns, give or take a few kreuzers.
I got my back paid today, sir. 100 crowns. I'll lend it to you and you can buy me back.
100 crowns? Why didn't you say, my boy? Give it here. I want everything back. You'll see.
No, permission report, sir.
Damn, Lieutenant. I feel lucky tonight.
Full house!
What are
Lukash, Lieutenant Lukash.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Lukash, sir.
We...
Yes, sir. At the draft board, when the corporal shot...
Ah, yes, that's it.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, anyway, I seem to have won you.
Mission report, sir. Svejk, sir. Yes, you have won me, Lieutenant Lukash, sir.
As well, Svejk. One thing you should know about me, if you are to serve me as my Batman, is that I am firm, but fair. I don't like to punish a man, but sometimes I have to. This is the army, after all, and an army needs discipline, or else it is blown like a puffball hither and thither in the wind. Yes, I don't like to punish a man. I'm the sort of fellow who says, look here, old man, I don't like to punish you, but I've got to. This is the army, after all, and an army needs discipline, or else it is blown like a puffball. Do you get the idea?
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Lukash, sir. I get the idea. I will be your Batman, and you are firm but fair. I will serve you to my dying breath. Long live Emperor Franz Joseph!
God, what kind of an idiot has Cat's palmed off on me?
Mission report, sir. A complete idiot, sir.
But no, Dad! The officer's Batman. The officer's Batman or orderly is a very ancient origin. No doubt Alexander the Great had one. And what was Don Quixote, Sancho Panza but a Batman too? It is told in the memoirs of the Duke of Almaviva that he was so hungry at the siege of Toledo that he ate his Batman with salt. He remarked that the aforesaid Batman was a tender and flavoursome soul, tasting somewhat like a cross between a chicken and a mule. In those days of yore, the Batman was supposed to be virtuous, truthful, and brave. The modern Batman, however, is a sneaky underling who thinks of the most unusual ways to make his master's life a misery. And as for these masters, they wage an infernal struggle against these Batman, and in such attritional conflicts as these, any method that serves to preserve their authority is deemed justified.
Now listen, Svejk. I've had more than a dozen Batmen, and not one of them has ever lasted. Well, I don't expect you to do any better. I'm willing to give you a chance.
Yes, sir. That's very kind, sir.
Yes, well, the rules. First of all, you should know that I come down like a ton of bricks on dishonesty.
Mission report, sir.
What is it now, Svejk?
Is that a Hart's canary?
What? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm especially fond of my pets. Animals in general, really.
Me too, sir. I like dogs especially.
Is that so? Well, see to it that you treat my pets with due respect. My previous Batman used to starve them and beat them. Where was I?
Honesty, Lieutenant Lukash, sir.
Yes, thank you. I want you always to speak the truth and carry out my orders without question. If I say jump into the fire, you jump into the fire, whether you want to jump into the fire or not.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Lukash, sir. If you say jump into the fire, I will jump into the fire. And as for lies, I mean, the worst thing a man can do is tell a lie, because as soon as he starts telling lies, he'll find himself in confusion, because if after telling a lie, he then tells the truth, he'll just start contradicting his lie. And so the only way out of the confusion is to tell more lies, which only leads to more confusion.
Yes, Svejk, exactly.
In a village near Pelrobov, there was this schoolmaster called Hajek, and he used to go out with the daughter of the gamekeeper Spera. Now, the gamekeeper told his teacher, if he ever caught him in the forest with the girl, he'd fill his backside full of salt. Teacher told him there was no truth to the rumor of a relationship, but then, once, when he was going to meet her for a secret tickle, he met the gamekeeper. Told him, just picking flowers. Time after that, he was caught again, and this time he said he was just collecting dung beetles for my science lesson. And then a third time, and this time the teacher got into a panic and said he was setting traps for hares. So the gamekeeper hauled him off to the police for poaching, and the case came before the courts, and he was sent to prison where he died in an outbreak of typhus. Whereas, if he just told the truth the first time, he would only have got a backside full of salt.
Yes, Svejk. Thank you for that. Yes. And finally, ladies sometimes pay me social visits. Sometimes they stay the night. If a lady stays the night, you will bring us coffee in bed the next morning.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Lukash, sir, but... Mission report, sir. Perhaps we should agree on a number of knocks with the coffee. See, once I brought a lady back to my room, and my landlady brought us coffee in bed, but she forgot to knock, and we were in the middle of having a bit of a tickle ourselves, and she scolded us something rotten. Never saw that lady again. We say 3, sir.
I'm sorry?
Knocks with the coffee.
Yeah, oh, yes, 3. Whatever.
Mission report, sir. Will that be all?
Yes. Oh, no. Tidy yourself up, Svejk. We might be Czechs, but the world doesn't need to know. Now, I've got some new recruits to induct. I expect the place to be spotless when I return.
Meow, kitty. Meow. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Tweet, birdie. Meow. Tweet, 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 tweet. Meow.
How does the hippies do? Ours is not to question why. I could just shut up myself. Damn it, you'll ruin the taste. I'm too young today. You could always die.
You what? I just thought I'd try and get them to be friends. Introduce them, so to speak. And he just... They say it's because they're unmusical that they don't like canaries. Now, I didn't lay a finger on him, but I gave him a sound talking to. I thought it best to wait for you to return before we pass sentence.
Are you a complete imbecile, Svejk?
I think I must be, sir. Every time I try to put something right, it just goes wrong. You know what? When I was a boy, I did... What, that's it?
Oh, yes, Svejk. It's just that when you start one of your stories, I come over... You've had a long day with the projects. I'm on again in the morning.
Could I mix you some grog, sir?
Put it and a pound
Oh,
of
put
sugar.
a lid on it, for God's sake!
Yes, sir!
I really think I should turn in.
What about the cat, sir?
Cat?
How do you wish to punish the cat, sir?
3 days solitary?
Very good, sir.
Well done, Svejk.
Thank you, sir.
Put it in the bedroom, I'll unpack later.
The lieutenant's not at home.
Well, I'll wait. Now, are you going to put it in the bedroom?
I can't do anything without Lieutenant Lukash's permission.
Well, I'll do it myself.
I'm afraid you can't. Lieutenant Lukash has given no instructions to allow strangers to use his bedroom for the storage of luggage.
Stranger! I love Jean-Rich, and he loves me.
Lieutenant Lukash has not apprised me of such an exchange of sentiments.
Where is he?
Out?
Is he at the academy?
That is confidential military information.
Listen, you fool! Right! Take this letter to the lieutenant, and I will wait here.
My husband gonna give me what I want, so I have decided to move in with you. Love.
I'm afraid you'll have to wait in the hall.
I'll wait in the hall.
With your luggage.
You double swine!
The lieutenant's responded to your letter.
You see it?
On duty till 9 p.m. Please make yourself at home and tell my Batman to behave politely, tactfully, and satisfy your every whim. I give him a bottle of wine and a pack of cigarettes. Gingrich.
Right, soldier, put it in the bedroom.
Will you be unpacking them later, madam?
Open the bottle of wine.
Would you like a glass now? Or will
Where
I-
are the cigarettes?
I have them here.
An empty bird cage. What is the point?
Mission report, madam. We had an incident.
Oh, get rid of it.
Yes, madam.
Soldier.
Yes, madam.
Light me up, soldier. The cigarette. PM is replacé.
Permission report, madam. I believe that is what the letter said, yes?
And didn't it also say that you were to behave politely, tactfully, and satisfy my every whim?
Permission report, madam. I believe the letter said that also.
Soldier, take off your trousers. I have been traveling all day and I have lots of whims.
Well, the Emperor's armies were cornered in the forests of the Carpathians and rained on day and night by shells and bullets which buried whole companies. Military strategists met for a council of war.
Well,
Permission report, yes, sir?
Eddie, Svejk.
Thank you, sir.
Have you been polite and respectful to Mistress Katie today?
Permission report, sir. Repeatedly.
I too. And how are you bearing up to having a mistress about the place?
Permission report, sir. I'm fucked.
Yes. I mean, me too. 3 weeks.
Tick-tock.
How long time has been in passing? Feels like an eternity.
War is a cruel mistress.
Oh, I'd sooner be in the Carpathians getting my backside blown to smithereens as I bury my men than burying my, you know.
Your man?
Exactly. Oh, when will it all be over? Like, between you and me, I'm beginning to miss my other lady friends.
Permission report, sir. Maybe if the husband who she's left were to find out where she was, like by an anonymous telegram, say, he might come and claim her. A similar thing happened to a friend of mine in Sonori. Woman left her husband, moved in with him, but in that case it was her that sent the anonymous telegram, and when the husband came to claim her, he beat my friend up so bad. He wouldn't in your case since you're an officer, and even if he did, it might be worth a few in the face.
Tick-tock.
You know, Spike, for a complete idiot, that's not a bad idea.
Boy.
I'll go send that telegram, sir.
Oh, Spike, you attention, Katie, I'll take care of the telegram.
I said boys.
Permission to report, sir. It is my duty to fetch your personal communication.
Your duty is in the firing line today, soldier.
One of you. Now.
Permission to report, madam. I'm coming. Long live Emperor Franz Joseph!
While the horizons and all the battlefields
battle was in sight.
Oh!
Oh, nice enough fellow, wasn't he? Did go on a bit about the effect the war was having on his rubber band business. Didn't hurt too much, did it, Svejk?
Mission report, sir. I have no complaints.
You know, I can't for the life of me figure out how he thought that Katie left him for you. To the good old days, Svejk.
The old days, sir.
You know, Svejk, I've been thinking. Perhaps a dog would be a more suitable house guest for a bachelor like myself. And you said you knew a thing or two about dogs.
A park!
Is there any sign yet?
Them's animals. Bastards. Even the women. Look, they could tell you a thing or two. The women, I mean.
Is that her?
Take it easy, Svejk. She'll be along. Sick. Few nights back, down the Venerity Ring, I meets this Hungarian bin. So I asks her to dance. Fucking bitch says no. Didn't like a look at me or something. Fuck. Like for a slap in the face. Next thing, her da, her bra, and three of her uncles jump on. Good thing I was with the Beers to beat you boys. I'd have been up about 5 families.
What about the dog?
How about that Cozy? Every day at about 1:15, the maid comes down by Havelecki Square in through them gates. And when she is approximately where you are now, she'll let the Doberman off the lead. Then she sits exactly where that bench is. There's the bitch now, and the dog comes together. And take her the animal, you know the routine.
Off you go, Empress, run along and play. Don't be long. I've got to get to Ferdinand the chemist before it closes.
Excuse me, madam. Could you tell me how to get to Zhyzkov?
Beg your pardon?
Zhyzkov. I've been recently transferred from Prague. I'm from the country. You're not from Prague either, are you?
No, I'm not Empress.
I'm just inquiring as to where you're from.
Ooh.
Funny! How extraordinary that we're practically neighbours.
We are.
Yes.
Your face doesn't look...
I'm from Portugal originally.
We are. Then I suppose we are. Rosebud, there's a butcher in the square. Pet shop. Do you know
He's
it?
my brother.
One of Jared's sons.
I'm indeed.
Jared just had a beer.
He still does, as a matter of fact.
He's been with 9 tuberies a day.
Devil makes work, he used to say.
Well, it's been lovely hearing about him, but I really must be going. Empress!
Yes, of course. Well, you know what dogs are like. I must be pushing on myself.
Oh, but I haven't told you how to get to Zhyzkov.
Oh, of course, I'm an idiot.
The number 3, in the front of the castle steps.
Number 3, Castle Steps. Thank you very much.
Don't mention it. Empress!
How'd you give the bitch a feed I liver was saving for you?
Vadichka, here's 10 crowns. Buy yourself a proper meal.
Oh, cheers, soldier boy. Have a nice working.
Listen, I want to tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a nice little doggy-woggy called Empress. And she lived in a big house with a maid and the Lord knows what else. But then, one day, a strange man came along and took her away to the army. She became the loyal companion of a lieutenant and was given the name of Temptress. And she never complained or thought about her former life. Because in the army, you leave your past behind you and you're thinking to your superiors. Do you understand? And from that day on, Temptress and the lieutenant's Batman lived happily ever after. When you think about it, every soldier's been stolen from his home.
But note, the dog's view of subsequent events. Lieutenant Lukash comes home from work at the academy and is introduced to his new house guest.
Woof, 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 woof! Roof, 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 Lucas! Roof, 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 roof! Temptress! Roof, 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 Temptress! 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 Roof, roof, Temptress!
Lieutenant Lukash and the good soldier take their new friend for a walk. about his child. And Svejk tells his lieutenant how when he was only 3
Woof, woof, footnote, woof!
Ruff, Lukash.
Woof, Svejk.
Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff. And ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, Lukash.
Woof, woof, Svejk, woof.
Ruff, ruff, Lukash.
Woof, woof.
Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff.
Woof, woof, General Kraus, woof.
Lucas!
Woof,
Woof, woof, Christ!
woof, 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 Temptress, woof, 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 Lukash, woof, 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 woof.
Temptress! Woof, 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 Empress! Empress! Woof, woof, Lucas!
Woof, 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 General Kraus, woof, 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 woof. Woof, Svejk, woof, woof, Lukash.
Lucas!
Do you know what you are, Svejk?
Mr. Report, sir, I do not.
You are an utter and complete bastard of a bastard's idiot.
I am, sir, I am.
Just tell me this, Svejk. Did you steal that dog?
Mr. Report, sir, I did not steal a dog.
Don't lie to me, Svejk. Did you know that dog was stolen?
Mr. Report, sir, I did know that.
Jesus, Mary and Himmelhead God! I will have you shot! You utter and complete bastard of a bastard's idiot! Why on earth did you bring me a stolen dog?
Because I wanted to make you happy.
And didn't you see the general's notice in the paper?
Mr. Report, sir, I did see the notice, sir.
And?
And I thought it bore an uncanny resemblance to Temptress.
Empress, you bastard Empress!
I once knew a fellow called Svejk who stole dogs from rich people. And then when he saw the notice in the paper, he'd return them and claim the reward. But then, once he stole this vicious little poodle, which chewed up everything in his place to pieces. And worse still, as long as he waited, the owner didn't put a notice in the paper. So, Svejk put a notice in himself saying he'd found this dog. Lo and behold, the gentleman shows up, claims the runt, and said he hadn't put a notice in the paper since he had no faith in people's honesty. But now that they saw that there were honest people to be found, his faith was restored. And as a token of his gratitude, he gave Svejk a book on household plants. Svejk picked up the poodle and hit the gentleman over the head with it. That was the last time he ever stole a dog. I guess you could say he lost his faith in people too.
Do you ever look in a mirror, Svejk?
Not if I can help it, sir. I always look a bit lopsided.
You're an aberration of nature. How do you live with yourself?
With difficulty, sir.
Well, you mightn't have to for much longer. General Kraus will probably have the pair of us shot, if we're lucky.
There once was a fine soldier man who gave his life for his fatherland.
Commissioner report, sir, I'm here, as you ordered in the park yesterday.
My dog is ruined after being with you, Lukash. She won't eat anything.
Have you tried 3-day-old liver, sir?
Have I tried what? Listen to me, Lukash. You don't want to make this any worse for yourself than it already is.
No, sir.
I've thought, Lieutenant. Thought for a long time about what I should do to prevent a recurrence of this purloining and promenade dogs belonging to superior officers. And I have decided that you will be transferred forthwith to the 91st Regiment. High Command has informed me there's a great shortage of officers in the 91st because they've all been killed. You will go directly to Budajavicha, where they are forming march companies for the Galician front, where, with any luck, you will be in the not-too-distant future. The train for Budajavicha departs at 6.
And in our place with more beer and faces and without a tear.
Mission report, sir. We're going to the front. Are you happy?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It will be the greatest day of our lives when we drop down dead for His Imperial Majesty, Franz Joseph!
Ding, 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 ding! Train for Budajavicha, departing platform 6!
And his comrades could not help but cry as he carried his body shoulder high. And the victory bell was quick on the call, so every time for his first call.
Mission report, sir, it was only one. I mean, there's so many crooks hanging about train stations. We should be thankful they didn't take everything. I can't see when they got the opportunity to take it. I mean, I didn't take my eyes off your luggage from the minute we left your apartment. Except when I had to go to the little boy's room. And then I didn't have a kreutzer for the toilet. And you wouldn't give me a kreutzer because of that dog business. So I had to borrow a kreutzer from the blind accordionist. And then I had to go back to the toilet. Maybe they took it then. You just give them half a chance. 2 years ago, I read that they robbed a mother of her pram and her baby was still in it. Now, they left the baby on the steps of the police station before they returned the pram, but she was still arrested for abandoning her baby. She got 2 years.
Will you never have done tormenting me with your accursed stories? It's no use, Svejk. I'm wise to you. I'm never speaking to you again.
Well, rest assured, Lieutenant Lucas, sir, there was nothing important in the suitcase. It was just the mirror from the living room and the hat stand from the hall. And sure, they both belonged to the landlord. And don't worry, sir, I squared it with the landlord. I told him we'd return them as soon as we got back from the front. There'd be loads of mirrors and hat stands in Russia once we capture a city.
Just for once, will you shut up, you driveling idiot?
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Lucas, sir. Mission report, sir. But I've often wondered about the emergency cord. Have you ever wondered about the emergency cord? I mean, you see emergency cords in every train, and that sign, "Hold in case of emergency." But have you ever seen one work? Do you think they work? I sometimes wonder if they aren't just for show, to give passengers a false sense of security. You see, I touched it, nothing happened. I can put my hand around it, still nothing happened. In fact, even if I put it quite hard, I doubt we could. Mission report, sir, it doesn't work after all.
Svejk,
Yes, sir.
why are you ruining my life?
Don't worry, sir, it's only a 40-crown fine.
Well, I hope you have 40 crowns.
No, sir?
Well, then you can walk to Budajavicha. Come on, out you bastard, out and walk to the front for all I care.
Yes, sir. I'll walk.
Bye-bye.
As the soldiers marched away, the girls began to weep. They had no man for to lay beside. No, just cold memories to keep. Oh, just cold memories to keep. Mother.
You're going wrong, soldier. This way only leads to Klatovi.
But I believe that a man can get to Budajavic from Klatovi.
There's been several like you through here. One of them went to Klatovi. A week later, the police were through after him. A week after that, he showed up again in workaday clothes, saying he was home on leave. But the mayor went to the police, and that was the end of his leave. He wrote to my niece from the front, saying he'd lost both his legs. Take my advice, soldier. Go by Radisson. No police there. Here's a potato.
Thank you, Mother.
He travelled east, he travelled west. The soldier Svejk, he did his best. Having faith that since the earth was round, we all must get to where we're bound.
Eventually, you'll get
G'day,
Strakonice!
On the road to Budajavic.
Halt! Who's there?
It's me, Svejk.
What's your regiment? Going?
Mission to report, the 91st. I'm going to Budajavic.
Why in Christ's name are you going there?
Mission to report. My lieutenant's there.
Do you hear that? He's going to Budajavic and be his lieutenant!
Are you some kind of idiot?
Yes, I am.
Listen, where is that into that 5th Artillery?
We're going to Stegno.
Vyslav is not there.
To hell with you, Lieutenant. Come on!
Us. He wrecked his others from the war. They counted him one of their score. But the earth was round. We all must get to where we're bound.
Mountain, Chichua, Putin.
Strakonice!
On the road to Budajavic.
Where are you going, soldier?
I'm going to Budajavic, Mother.
You're going wrong, soldier. This way only leads to Putin.
I believe that a man can get to Budajavic even from Putin.
There's been several like you through here. They all get rounded up in the end. They're right to my niece from the front. They lose limbs. Have you met my niece?
I can't say I have, Mother.
You'd like her. Take my advice, soldier. Go by Radismill. He is a potato.
Journeyed south, he journeyed north. The soldier Svejk was good at setting forth. Arriving was the difficulty he found. Had been going around.
Halt! Who's there?
It's me, Svejk.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Budajavica.
He's going to Budajavica, did you hear that?
Listen, we're deserting from the 47th infantry.
We're going to Haradzabicha.
Ladislav has an uncle there.
Come with us. It was not the first time that the thought occurred to Svejk that he was caught in a vicious.
Where are you going, son?
I'm going to Budajavica, Holy Mother.
Oh, you'll never get there this way. This way only leads to Vrats.
But I believe that a man can get to Budajavica even from Vrats.
There's been several like you through here. They're all dead. I would give you a potato, but the soldiers have robbed them all.
God bless you.
Him?
And wondering how he might go on, he sat and waited for the light to dawn.
Do you feel all right, Mr. Svejk?
Yes, Your Honor. But I fear sleeping in ditches is not doing my rheumatism any good. And I appear to be having the same old problems.
The vicious circle.
Yes, Your Honor. I just don't seem to be able to break it.
You must examine what you have been doing to establish what you have been doing wrong.
Yes, Your Honor. But all I'm trying to do is get to Budajavica.
And what form of navigation are you using?
I'm following my instincts.
Then it is your instincts that must be at fault.
So, to get to Budajavica, I should walk away from where I think Budajavica is.
That would appear to be the size of it.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
So,
Armed with his foolproof rationality, Svejk broke through the vicious circularity, and by doing his best to avoid his destination, in no time had concluded his peregrination.
Meanwhile, in the officers' mess at Budajavica, the greatest military minds the Emperor's forces could muster discussed the glorious licking.
So, tomorrow it is then. The glorious licking commences.
Oh. Yes, sir. It's a glorious sight, all right, sir. The way the men fly out of the trenches and drop like flies into the blackened jam. That's how it was in Serbia. Hurrah, they shout as they hurl themselves on the enemy. Hurrah! Hand grenades primed, bayonets fixed, bullets whistling, and buzzing, and spitting about their ears. Hurrah! Shouts another as he jumps up and is blown to bits on the spot. Bits on the spot. Hurrah! Shout his comrades as they cut the barbed wire. Hurrah! Only to be stopped in their tracks by the cackling of the howitzer. Hurrah! Shout the enemy! Hurrah! An officer falls. Hurrah! 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 Shout the men, all falling like flies into the black and jam mud. Hurrah! Hurrah! Excuse me, Colonel Shredder, sir, but I think I'm a bit tipsy.
I was thinking more of the glorious licking I intend to get from those Magyar prozzies in Budapest, Kretzmann.
Yes, of course, Colonel Shredder, sir, of course.
Hey, Lukash! Can't beat a Hungarian.
No, Colonel Shorter, sir.
Bloody hell! What class of invertebrates are being palmed off on us as officers these days? No juices. No manly juices. I don't know. Any sign of that Batman of yours yet, Lukash?
No, Colonel Shorter, sir.
Well, mark him down as missing in action.
But, sir, we haven't left Bohemia yet.
Bugger it! We're pulling out tomorrow. We don't want to leave our I's undotted and our T's uncrossed. This is the army.
No, sir, Colonel Schroeder, sir.
So kill him off. The rivers are high this time of year. Drown him. Hurrah! Hurrah!
Yes, sir, Colonel Schroeder. If only I'd known it would be so easy.
What's that, Lukash? Is it a ghost?
Mission to report, sir. I'm back. It's me, Lieutenant Lukash. Mission to report.
Who is it, Lukash?
It's him, sir.
It's Svejk.
On the third day he rose. Can't drown a man who was born to be hanged, eh, Lukash?
Just one day later, one day, and you'd have been dead, and I could have gone happily off to the front.
Mission report, sir. I'm sorry. If I'd known that was your wish, I would arrive tomorrow and been dead.
Well, Svejk, if I can't kill you, I'll place you under regimental arrest for desertion.
Yes, sir. But I only deserted in order to get back to my regiment.
Oh, don't start. Don't start with that rubbish of yours, Svejk. You know I've always been fair. Firm, but fair. Some would say too fair. I could have been promoted long ago if I'd been less fair. But you put the most murderous thoughts in my head. How did we live together for so long without me killing you? And what would have happened if I had? Nothing. I would have deserved a medal.
Yes, Lieutenant Lukash, you deserve a medal. There was a captain in our regiment who shot his wife, and he got...
Don't start, I said, Svejk. I don't want to hear you. I just don't want to hear you. Colonel Schroeder, I would request that you place this man under regimental arrest for desertion.
Come here, soldier.
Yes, Colonel Schroeder, sir.
Lieutenant Lukash has told me that you were an idiot. Is that so?
Mission report, sir. I am.
Well, Lieutenant, according to Army custom, it is the duty of every officer to educate their own Batman. If you choose such an idiot, then you must suffer the consequences.
But I didn't choose him. I won him at cards.
I beg your pardon?
I won him at cards.
Do you fancy yourself as some kind of Mephistopheles dicing for human soul?
No, sir, Colonel Schroeder, sir.
No, Lieutenant, you most certainly are not. I will not tolerate the gambling away of any soldiers in my regiment. Do you understand? Who would we be left with to fling over the top at the front if that were the case? Oh. Oh.
Yes, sir, Colonel Schroeder.
As for your punishment, Lukash, you will allow this good soldier to return to his position as your Batman, and you will treat him with all the respect he deserves as a member of His Majesty's forces. Furthermore, you shall undertake to educate him, so that we shall have no more such episodes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir, Colonel Schroeder.
Now dismiss.
Yes, sir.
I knew I'd find you, sir. I'm your Batman again.
Shut up, you
Sir.
moron!
There's a lot of shitting too. That's another thing. One of my men told me he shitted himself 3 times. First time when they came over the top with the first hurrah. Second time when they were cutting the wire. And third time when the Russians were charging at them shouting, hurrah! Hurrah! When they got back to the trenches, they found there wasn't one man who hadn't shitted.
Tell me, Cratchit, was it in one of these glorious episodes that you lost your leg?
No, Colonel Schroeder, sir. I was gored by a bull. Our supplies had run out.
What?
I grew up in the city, sir. I was trying to milk it.
Soldier. But I'm not a soldier, I'm a haberdasher.
That's no excuse.
But I don't want to die, Lieutenant.
I'm warning you, soldier. You don't know me yet, but if you don't sit down double quick, you'll get to know me, I'm telling
That's
you.
fine, Lieutenant Dubai. Really, I'm gonna have.
Mission report, sir. A roast chicken and a bottle of wine. Sir, I thought you might appreciate them. We're still 12 hours from Budapest.
Yes, I would appreciate them.
Well, why don't you have some, sir?
Why? I'll tell you why. Because it is you who is offering them to me. That's why, Svejk.
But I'm your Batman, sir. I'm meant to look after you.
Oh, you've looked after me good and proper. I'm the laughing stock of the officers' mess.
I certainly never meant to cause you any trouble. If anything bad ever happened, it was always just coincidence. I only wanted to be helpful. To do something good. It's not my fault when things turn out badly.
Stop blubbering, Svejk, please. I'll eat your chicken. I'll eat your chicken. Just don't blubber.
Mission your butt, sir! All my life, I've only ever tried to do my best.
Svejk, look, stop. I'm eating, all right? So stop. It's good. Very good.
Yes, Lieutenant Lucas, sir. The troops haven't had anything since we left Budajevice, sir. Every time mealtime comes, they give us postcards of His Majesty Franz Joseph. They taste like stale communion wafer.
Take this, Svejk, and eat it.
I couldn't, sir. You're too kind.
Eat, Svejk.
If you order me, I suppose I must.
By the way, you didn't tell me where you got the chicken. I didn't see any hawkers at the last stop.
First report, sir. The cook had to take a piss while he was cooking Colonel Schroeder's dinner. It just occurred to me, it seemed so unfair that he'd have that chicken all to himself. I used to...
Svejk!
Yes, sir?
You didn't tell me that. That, too, is an order.
Well, thought you'd grab a little R&R with the Hungarian poor, eh, soldier?
No, Lieutenant.
Don't you, Lieutenant, doob me. You may think you know me, soldier, but you don't know my bad side. Would you like to see my bad side?
No, Lieutenant Jim. No, no, no. Ah!
Perhaps you'll know me a little better next time. Don't you interrupt me, you naughty, naughty little girl.
Mummy? Svejk, Svejk.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Lucas, sir.
A most important matter, Svejk. Top secret. The need for caution cannot be overstated.
I will not overstate it, sir.
Don't start confusing me, Svejk. Now listen. Here is a letter. The lady is called Mrs. Atelka Kokonin. She lives at 16 Sopron Street. Do you know Budapest?
Mr. Report, sir, no. I don't have a bald pig's clue.
I'll draw you a map. Now, first thing tomorrow morning, deliver this letter to her and her alone, and wait for an answer. I'm depending on you.
You can depend on me, sir.
Dear Madam, tonight at the theater I was present at the show which upset you so much. I watched you during the whole of the first act. It seemed to me your husband enjoyed the foul spectacle on offer.
You know, Svejk, when they did their high kicks, you could see that they shaved themselves, these women, like Tartars. Svejk, it's simply...
While you, madam, were disgusted by it. This was not art, but the denigration of the most sensitive human beings.
The breasts, Svejk. She had the most capital breasts.
Forgive me, madam, for writing to you so candidly, but no woman has ever had the effect on me that you have. Your husband is doubtless a complete bore. I do not wish to upset your domestic tranquility, but merely to meet you privately to talk about art. Yours.
Excuse me, Svejk.
Budapest? Budapest. Sovereign Street? Budapest. No, Budapest. Sorry, I went for Sovereign Street? Budapest? Sovereign Street. Budapest? Sovereign Street? Sovereign Street? Sovereign Street.
Svejk! What are ye? You'll not find me caught up in that racket, I can tell ye. Engineers late for me. Aye. Digging the trenches for you poor bastards.
Please, I have to stop and chat, but I have to deliver a letter.
To a Hungarian? See, that's the problem with Budapest. Needs enough wee place, and it's full of bastards, look. Gee, be a penny. See, when I first got here, right, I had to sit in a classroom while some codpot tried to tell me what drainage ditches. What the fuck? So I said to myself, I did not wheel out of service at the front to sit here and listen to this shit. So that afternoon, I came down here to Saffron Street, one wee thing in my mind. They believe me hope. Get the eggs! Lock us
Number 16!
Go home!
Number 16, we're here.
Sorry.
Could you just stay here? I'll leave the letter up. We'll be back in a minute.
What? Do you think I'm gonna let my house to Gusha Svejky bring a posse of Magyar bastards of his own? Svejky! I'm going with you! You got to let me ask him one in the face for you!
It's a she. Right this time if you're coming.
No better not! Hey, a risket for a biscuit! Knack, knack, knack! Knack, fucking knack! Alright? Anyway, like I was telling you, food this nice wee place. 3 Hungarians just sitting there nattering away as you do. But the funny thing is, the more pissed I got, the more angry I got. Now, sound a Hungarian gets to me after a while. But I must have been more pissed than I noticed, because I didn't realise that 8 hussar bastards had moved into the restaurant part of the bar. So when the time came to get the boys around,
Bajum as in Yanit, Bajum as in Tenet, Bajum a Christus Mariat, Bajum a Stayado, Bajum a Vinegot.
Footnote. A string of obscene Hungarian oaths. Literally, fuck your mother, God, Christ, the Virgin Mary, and all the world.
What is the meaning of this? Where is the swine who brought me this filth?
Rat! Dickhead! Now, my friend brought you this letter. Now, you can talk to him, but you talk to him politely.
Sir, I can see you were having dinner. I didn't mean to
Don't
disturb
demean yourself.
Bajum as in Yanit, Bajum as in Tenet, Bajum a Christus Mariat.
A string of obscene...
What get the idea?
I write to the regimental commander, I write to the Ministry of War, I write to the...
It's me who wrote the letter. It's not the lieutenant. The signature and the name are false. I like your wife very much. Very tasty. I'm up to my tonsils in love with her. Ich liebe Ella Frau. She's capital and her ditties are just...
Lieutenant Ginrich Lukash, the notorious Czech philanderer, proceeded to rape Mrs. Kokonyi in her own dining room during lunch, and in the presence of her husband, whom he had threatened with a sword, and forced to gag his own wife's mouth with a towel to prevent her screaming. I must say, Lukash, you've certainly
Hungarian bastard. As for this Svejk of yours,
Whose handwriting is this, soldier?
Mr. Report, sir, it's mine.
Do you think I'm an idiot, soldier?
Mr. Report, I do not, sir. You must be intelligent to be an intelligence officer.
Smart.
I like Mrs. Kakani very much. I'm up to my tonsils in love with her. She's very tasty and her ditties are...
Right, enough of your lips, soldier. Now, I want a copy of that letter. Word for word in your own handwriting so that we can compare. Do I make myself clear? Where is the letter, soldier?
Mr. Report, sir, we've had no rations. We've been in the garrison jail for 3 days.
What? What? You devious little... I'll see you hanged, I will...
Just between me and you, Lukash, how many times did you bag Mrs. Kakonyi? Just a rough figure. Now don't try and pretend that you'd only just started to correspond. A few years back, I spent 3 weeks in Erlau. Bedded a different Hungarian woman every night for 3 weeks. Young ones, married ones, old ones. I drilled them so thoroughly that when I got back to my regiment, I could hardly walk.
Do you know what he asked me? Do you know what that Hungarian bastard asked me? He asked me was I a Slavophile. How the fuck could I be a Slavophile? I don't even know what the Jesus it is.
Listen, Vadichka, I think the best thing you can do is just pretend to be an idiot.
Svejk. I'm not going to pretend to be an idiot for no one.
Of course, I believe that Svejk is just a pawn in a systematic agitation against Bohemian military units in transit through Hungary, and the fellow must have character after all. That trick he pulled off with the letter, I like the bastard. But, to avoid proceedings, we must get you out of Budapest. Yourself and Svejk are to be assigned to Captain Sagner's 11th March Company. I'm promoting Svejk to company orderly. You leave for Galicia tonight.
Orderly! Colonel Schroeder, you don't know what you do!
Well, for the war then, Svejk. You'll not see me caught up in that racket, I can tell you.
Listen, Vadichka, when the war's over, you come see me. Palovich is at Navajisti from 6 o'clock every evening.
It's a leg there.
Oh, you'd like it. They've got Velka Popovichka on tap. Well, there's girls there too. Sometimes.
Ooh. Well, you make sure you've a few round the night iced up, you know what I mean?
I'll make sure.
Right, you're on 6 o'clock after the war.
ding, 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 ding,
You better make it 5:30,
ding.
in case I'm held up. Mission report, sir, I'm back! It's me, Lieutenant Lukash. Mission report? Colonel Schroeder swore at me a bit, but he recognized my natural innocence, and he told me to report to you as company orderly in charge of all our supplies. Lieutenant Lukash, sir?
We're lost.
Train for Eastern Galicia reporting platform 6. 11th March Company for the 91st Regiment, born!
And comrades could not help but cry as he carried his body shoulder high. And the victory man was quick on the cross and handed back for his emperor's cause.
The Sins of Our Fathers, a novel by Ludwig Ganghofer. Turn to page 161, commit to memory.
Vykort. Hur i helvete är det meningen att jag ska föda 1000 män dag efter dag på vykort?
Well, they are postcards of His Majesty Franz Joseph.
Det gör dem inte något mer näringsrika. Jag brukade jobba på restaurang Habsburg. Jag vet allt om själavandring.
Speaking of which, how do you want to die?
Vad menar du? Jag är en kock, jag vill laga mat. Jag vill inte dö. Vem tror du att du är?
I am volunteer Mac. Since I once worked as a newsboy, I've been appointed company historian and instructed to record our company's valiant deeds in battle. I thought I'd write up a few of our fights before we got too busy. We will be remembered as the most heroic company in the entire Austro-Hungarian landwehr. The telegraph operator was most delighted with his fate. He went down defending his telegraph machine from 12 marauding Cossacks with only a pencil stub and an ham sandwich. So, what's it to be?
Jag vill inte dö. Jag vet allt om själavandring.
I read about the transmigration of souls. A few years back, I decided to educate myself because I didn't want to get left behind. I went to the industrial reading room in Prague. But because I had holes in my trousers, they thought I was there to steal the coats, so they threw me out. But they were in such a hurry to throw me out, they forgot to take the book from me that I picked up, and it was on the transmigration of souls. It all seemed reasonable enough in theory, but during a war, transmigration must get really complicated. I mean, how many changes does a soul have to go through before it can become an infantryman, or an orderly, or a cook? And then, before it can even get used to its new body, that body gets blown to pieces by a shell. And then the soul comes out of that body and goes into a horse in the cavalry. And when that horse gets blown to bits by another shell, the soul comes out and it'll go into a cow, standing in the next field, watching the action. And when the fighting stops, the starving, battle-weary troops see the cow, and they kill it, and eat it, and make goulash out of it. And then he's back in the soul of the soldiers.
Jag brukade jobba på restaurang Kapstorp. Nu är jag röven för en idiots skämt.
Well, what paper did you work for, Marek?
Oh, the Animal World. Do you know it?
That's my favorite magazine. Very, very informative. It's every week Hashak seemed to have a new animal that he wrote about. The sulfuric stomach whale.
It was the size of a large alligator and a belly full of acid which used to spit out its brains.
And the cantankerous Kenyan cat.
And Muggy lived at the top of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Hashak. I knew him. He wrote for the Animal News. He seemed to have all the wonders of the world to hand.
Oh, he made it all up. He said people were tired of working down cats and dogs and canaries.
What? He made it up? So there's nothing in the world that's not already known?
Wouldn't seem so. Right then, gentlemen, page 161 of the Sins of Our Fathers, Volume 2. Have you all memorized it?
Yes, Captain Slugger, sir. There's a woman in it called Martha who takes a play she's been writing out of her desk and wonders aloud whether the audience will feel any sympathy with the hero. Arthur appears to think not. Devastated, Martha burns the play and...
That just may be, but the relative merits of Martha's literary activities are not what concern us at present, do. This, gentlemen, is strictly confidential information. Why is it strictly confidential information? I tell you why. Because this is a new foolproof key to deciphering telegrams.
Would that be the Archduke Albrecht code?
Yes. Now, if I may continue...
Permission to report, sir.
What is it, Lukash?
We appear to have been issued with Volume 1.
What? But I ordered Volume 2. I distinctly ordered the orderly to order...
Svejk!
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Lukash, sir.
Svejk, Svejk, this book.
The Sins of Our Fathers, as ordered, sir.
This is Volume 1, Svejk.
Well, permission to report, sir, I don't know very much about books, sir. I only ever knew one writer, Hashek. We were just talking about him. He used to read his stories at Mr. Palovich's. They were really, really sad stories, but everyone would laugh and laugh at them, and then he'd weep and pay for everyone's drink. Sir, sorry, sir. I went down to the regimental office, and the quartermaster sergeant showed me the books, and we did have a laugh, sir. You see, the books were in two parts, Volume 1 and Volume 2, and like I said, sir, I don't know very much about books, sir, but I know you don't start reading a book from the first part.
Those books were not for reading, Svejk.
Well, like I said, sir, I mustn't know very much about books.
Svejk, this is the last, the very last. We're lost. Do you realize? We're up to our teeth in shit without a paddle or a plan. Maybe it's me. Maybe this is how it really is. Maybe all these pockmarked hills and burnt-out houses and black leafless trees. Maybe all these bits and pieces of flesh and bone and scraps of uniforms swimming in the shit and mud. Maybe all this is normal. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm mad. Christ. We are lost. Oh, to hell with it!
sir, I was buying sweets.
Don't you know who I am, soldier?
Mr. Report, sir, you're Lieutenant Duke.
Well,
sir.
that might be my name, soldier. But do you really know me? My bad side?
No, sir.
Then what's that under your tunic, soldier?
It's some drinking water that I pumped into an empty cognac bottle, sir. I still have a terrible thirst after the cook made the postcard supreme. I think he oversaw.
Tell me then, soldier, if indeed that is water, why is that water yellow?
I think there must be some iron in it, sir.
Well, a little iron never did anyone any harm. Go ahead, soldier. Quench that thirst of yours. Drink it. Drink it all down in one draught.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Duke, sir.
You know, it will be a bloody miracle if I don't get the better of... Here, that's enough. Give it here.
Mission report, sir, there was an awful lot of iron.
I'll give you iron. Where did you get that water, soldier? You got it from a hawker. That wasn't water. That was cognac, soldier.
Mission report, sir, I got it from that rusty pump where the dogs have...
Let me taste it, then.
Where the dogs have been pissing, Lieutenant Duke, and shitting.
You don't know me yet, soldier. You don't know how bad my bad side can be. But you're going to find out soon enough, soldier. Drop that bottle and drill, soldier.
Lieutenant Duke, sir!
Attention! Eyes left, eyes right, right turn, left turn, as you were. Attention, left incline, right incline. Fix bayonet, unfix bayonet, kneel for prayer, prepare for prayer, finish prayer. Target fifth wall, ready, aim. Maintain aim. What was that?
Mr. Report, Lieutenant Duke, it sounded like your innards.
Shut up. Shut up.
Mr. Report, I'm maintaining aim and awaiting further instructions, sir. Sir, it's the same number on my rifle butt as there was on a railway engine on Petchkey on track 16. Isn't that a coincidence, Lieutenant Duke, sir? They were meant to take it away to Lysa and add 11 for repairs, but the engine driver wasn't good with figures. So the station master called into his room and said, "There's an engine, number 4268, and he's taken away for repairs. Now I know you in figures, and if I write it down, you'll only lose the piece of paper. So I'll show you an easy way of remembering the number. Listen. The number of the engine that you have to take away to Lysa and add 11 for repairs is 4268. The first number is 4, the second is 2. 4 divided by 2 makes 2, so you get 42. Then multiply 4 by 2 and you get 8, which is the last number. So now you know the first number is 4, the second is 2, and the last 8. All that has to be done is remember that the third number, which is twice 3, is 6, and that's it. So now you got it fixed in your mind. And there's, of course, an easier way of doing it. Mr. Report, sir, I didn't quite catch that. I'm maintaining aim and awaiting further instructions, sir. Well, then the station master went on. 8 minus 2 is 6, he explained. So you already have 68. 6 minus 2 is 4, so now you have the 4, the 6, and the 8, and only the 2 has to be inserted. 4, 2, 6, 8. And in fact, he went on, there's yet another way of doing it, by multiplication and division. Just remember that twice 42 is 84, there's 12 months of a year, subtract 12 from 84, you have 72, take another 12, now you have 60. Keep the 6, cross out the 0, now you have 42, 6, 84. Then you cross out the 0, cross out the last 4, and again you have the number of the engine! Mission report, sir! I'm maintaining aim, and awaiting... Mr. Report, sir, my gun appears to have gone off. Should I maintain position?
What is it now, Svejk?
Mission report, Lieutenant Lucas, sir! Lieutenant Duke told me to maintain position while I was doing punishment drill because I got to get you some cognac from one of the hawkers because he seemed a bit lonely and I thought it would cheer you up, but Lieutenant Duke caught me and thought I was buying it for myself, and when I told him it was water, he ordered me to drink it all. And then he asked me where I got it, and I told him I got it from the rusty pump where the dogs have been pissing and shitting, Lieutenant Duke. I don't think Lieutenant Duke's very well. And Mission Report, sir, I don't feel very well because I think the cognac's starting to have an effect. I only wanted to cheer you up.
Soldiers, comrades,
comrades, brothers all.
'Tis time to die for you and me. Soldiers, comrades, brothers all.
You, Marek, isn't it? Where are we going, Marek?
This is the only road left, Lieutenant Duke, sir.
But there are shells raining down on all sides.
Didn't you hear, Lieutenant Duke, sir? There is a war on.
What was that? We're flying.
Aid you to her, sir.
And Christ, the road's all soft and creamy. Where are we, Marek?
The Milky Way. And that's Venus underneath us.
What's the meaning of this?
This is your fate, Lieutenant Duke, sir.
My fate? Who are you to know my fate?
I am company historian, sir.
But where does this road lead, Marek?
To heaven.
And all these soldiers? Who are all these soldiers? That soldier's got no head. I'm sure it's in the rule book. All soldiers must have heads.
Well, we're at the gates, Lieutenant Duke, so I must be getting back. I've yet to determine a fight for over half our company.
No, wait, you can't leave me here all on my own. Don't you know who I am?
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Open your ugly mouths wider, you bastards! Is that any way to sing the Hallelujah chorus? You swines want to stay in purgatory forever, eh? Right! Let's do it again, and this time, put some money into it!
Hallelujah! I request to be taken to the Royal Imperial Headquarters of the Lord, Colonel St. Peter's son.
And who do you think you are?
You don't know me? I am Lieutenant Doob, Colonel St. Peter, sir.
Doop. Doop. You have to do better than that. Doop. You have to be somebody here in heaven. Take him to the cholera unit.
Cholera? But I don't have cholera!
Forward march. Galician frontier, forward march. Forward march, you bastard!
And it's a great advantage for the farmers when their fields are covered with the dust of an entire regiment, Lieutenant Lukash. You know, when I was doing my national service, there was this lieutenant called Vanek, and whenever the soldiers would complain that their rations were inedible, he'd say, "What do you think this is, a delicatessen? In time of war, the soil in which you'll be buried will not complain about you. Nor will they care what you ate before you died. The earth will decompose you and gobble you up, boots and all. But don't worry, men. Nothing ever disappears entirely. Out of the earth you're buried in, they'll grow corn for bread. For new soldiers will then complain about their rations and then die and then fertilize the land afresh." That's what he used to say. Are you still upset about that little misunderstanding in Budapest? Or about Lieutenant Doob? I really didn't mean for him to get cholera from that rusty pump.
I don't give a kreutzer for Dupe. He was a shit. He had it coming. And you didn't give him cholera. He got the cholera because the doctor misdiagnosed his dysentery as cholera and sent him to the cholera clinic, where he got cholera.
That's good, sir. I wouldn't have wanted to have that on my conscience. But then, permission report, sir. Why are you unhappy?
Are you blind? Look around you. Look at the valley. Gored from one side to the other.
Mission report, sir. It's as though an army of giant moles have been digging all night. And look, see that tree? An Austrian boot. There's a shin bone still in it.
Field upon field of nameless white crosses on devastated hills.
It's a bit different to Prague, all right.
What kind of an idiot are you? No. Don't answer that. Tell me one of your stories, Svejk.
Are you sure, sir?
Yes. Please, Svejk.
Well, I know a short one about a postmistress from Malevsko. I was actually just thinking of her a moment ago when you ordered me to look round, though I can't for the life of me think why I thought of her. I think it must
Svejk, you're talking tripe again.
Sorry, sir. I know. The story really is awful tripe. In fact, I have no idea how anything so tripish could have come into my head. Must be my natural idiocy. Do you know at the last stop, the cook fell down drunk in the ditch after drinking the last bottle of cooking sherry? And he shouted from the ditch, "Many hands erde at vieska schonigen, so at kan riera univeshum harmonist." And then when we tried to pull him out, he was scratching and biting.
Yeah, but what about this damn postmistress?
I'm sorry, sir. I was forgetting about her. She was a good woman and carried out her duties at the post office. But she was under the delusion that everyone was persecuting her. So, every evening, she would go straight to the police with a list of everyone who had persecuted her that day. Now, her main persecutor was the parish priest, who she claimed had indecent intentions towards her. But the sergeant knew that the said priest had indecent intentions towards his niece. So he told the postmistress to bugger off and stop annoying him. So she, the silly cow, denounced the sergeant for aiding and abetting the priest in his indecent intentions towards her. Now, a medical board examined her, and they concluded that she was completely off her trolley and deemed unfit for a position in the state services.
Jesus, Spike, that is the worst story I've ever heard.
I know, sir. I warned you it was awful tripe.
You let pearls of wisdom fall through your hands like water through a sieve.
Not every man can have wisdom, sir. Stupid people have to exist too. If everyone was wise, there'd be so much good sense in the world, we'd all be driven crazy by it.
Why do I feel the need to talk to you, Svejk? You'd think by now I'd know better.
Commission report, sir. It's a question of habit. It's due to the fact that we've known each other so long and we've been through so much together. And if anything bad ever happened, it was always just bad luck. I wish nothing better for myself than to be of help to you.
Aren't you afraid, Svejk?
Afraid of what, sir?
This, Svejk.
Like I said, it's a bit different to Prague, sir.
A bit different. It's a nightmare. A shambles. It's the end of the world.
Is it, sir?
Maybe you're not such an idiot after all.
Oh, permission report, sir. I am an idiot, sir.
Or maybe it's your way of surviving all this. Hear no evil, see no evil.
To tell you the truth, sir, I'm not sure how I survive at all.
Have you ever been in love, Svejk?
Commission report, sir, there was a woman.
Did you love her? Did she love you?
It was when I was doing my national service. She wrote me a letter once. I have it here. Keep it with me all the time.
Let's hear it then, Svejk.
You bloody bastard! Colonel Creech came home and leave to Prague, and I danced with him at Ugaconda. He told me he'd seen you at the Happy Frog with some tart. It's all over between us. Your ex, Butzina. P.S. Colonel Creech knows a thing or two, I can tell you, and he's going to bust your face in when he gets to, because I asked him to, you bloody bastard!
worry, sir. I'm your Batman. I'll look after you. At the darkest hour of night, when all the world is sleeping tight, my love whispers in my ear, 'tis time to put off all your fear. Hold me, hold me.
Svejk, look at me.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Lucash, sir?
For once and for all, won't you take that idiotic look off your face?
Mission report, sir. No, I won't. Mission to report! I'm here, Lieutenant Lucash. Sir? There was some noise and some smoke and I lost sight of you and I didn't see what happened to you, sir. Lieutenant Lucash! It's me, Svejk. Where are you, sir? Long live Emperor Franz Joseph, Your Honor.
Do you feel all right, Mr. Svejk?
Yes, Your Honor. My rheumatism's been better the last while.
Oh, that's good.
But I've lost my lieutenant. And I said I'd look out for him. He hasn't been himself lately.
You have. Even you.
Mission report, Your Honor. I am always myself, unfortunately.
Well, officially speaking, you are yourself no more. Marek's history of the company. You were crucified as a traitor 3 days ago. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Marek did say he had something special in mind for me, but a traitor? Me?
According to Marek, you came upon a company of Russians while out on reconnaissance. You managed to outwit the lot of them by appearing to surrender and marching with them into a field of their own landmines, where they were all blown sky high. Unfortunately, your uniform was burnt to shreds by the blast, so you put on one of the dead Russians' uniforms and were soon arrested by an Austrian company who, when they found out you were really a Czech in Russian uniform, they crucified you as a traitor. The Austrian battalions are not especially fond of Czechs.
So it would seem. That's quite an unfortunate fate. I can't say it surprises me, though. I've never been very fortunate. But what about Lieutenant Lucash, Your Honor?
The official battalion history does not report. Go home, Mr. Svejk. Take my advice and go home.
But I said I'd look out for him.
It's over, Mr. Svejk. The circle has been broken, once and for all.
Any sign today, Mrs. Palovich? I was held up. Well, one Velka Popovitsky then while I'm waiting.
One Velka Popovitsky.
I'll be along soon. Lieutenant Lucash is very punctual. He's a good officer. He should have been promoted ages ago, but fortune never seemed to smile on him. Did you have anyone in the war, Holy Mother? I'll just wait a few more minutes. He'll be here soon. Fadichka too, he's sure to be here. He's too smart to have got caught up in that racket.
You know, this reminds me of the time that I was waiting for Ferdinand. That's Ferdinand the dog she collected, not Ferdinand the cat. He was there at 6.